Hey everyone, so I have been doing a whole lot of foundation reviews lately because so many good foundations have been coming out lately and they need reviewing. So I'm a little tired of doing them, and I did want to put in something for the rest of you who aren't interested in foundation. I asked you all what you would prefer to see, and most of you said you wanted to see all my favorite new makeup. Well, there is just a ton. I have so much good stuff to share with you. I got a lot of stuff at the Sephora sale, but even without the Sephora sale, there's been a lot of good makeup that I have found this month. There is a ton to share, so grab a snack, grab a drink, let's hang out, and I will share all the great new makeup finds that you can go check out for yourself. Let's get into it. Okay, now you would think that because there were so many foundations that came out this month that I would have found some that I really like and that I would be recommending right now. Unfortunately for my skin type, no. I did a lot of reviews of foundation that I really wouldn't recommend. So what am I wearing today? I'm actually wearing Skin Silk. I am going right back to my favorite from a couple months ago, those Revolution Skin Silk. It's really beautiful. It's a bit like the Armani Luminous Silk, but it's got a little more coverage and it really does have that same sort of glow, but gives you that flawless skin. I absolutely am still loving this, and that's what I am wearing today. And it's only $14, so still highly recommend this. Concealers, I'm still wearing Natasha Denona. I know, shoot me. It's good. So we're just gonna leave it at that. The one complexion product that I really did try and that is different is the new Pat McGrath Pink Powder. I have always really had this as one of my absolute favorite under eye powders. I prefer the white one, and I think it's just light. This is supposed to be pink. As you can see, it is just barely pink. And I can't quite put my finger on it, but I think that the white one performs a little bit better. This, for some reason, seems to have just a little less coverage for me, and I swear it creases a little bit more. I could be totally imagining it. That makes no sense, but I can't say that this is different enough from the white one that I wouldn't go back to the white one after I'm done using this. I still really love this formula, and it is still my pick for aging under eye skin. It's good everywhere else, but this is really my under eye powder. That's why I'm able to make it last so long. But I would still say, if you were curious about the pink one, you probably don't really need this one. If you like the white one, just stick with the white one. So there you go. They're just not different enough. I don't know if I have talked about this before. I swear I have, but just in case I haven't, this highlighter is the one that I dug it back out. I've been wearing it a ton again. There's lots of great highlighters out there, but I have to say, this one is one of the prettiest highlighters that I have. If you're looking for a powder highlighter, it really doesn't accentuate texture too much. And I gotta say, this is my overall pick. So far, this is my favorite of the year, and it has such pretty packaging too. So if you're just looking for a really good highlighter and you're not sure which one to go with and you have a similar skin type to me, this one I think is the one that I would really say go check this one out, because I love this. It's beautiful. It's gonna last me forever. It's definitely one of my favorites. Okay, now for eyes. There's been a couple of really good eyeshadow palettes that I really enjoyed this month, and I've done some reels, so I'll put them up to the side, but let's just talk about them real quick. So this is the Wicked palette by One Size. I was not expecting to get this. It was not planned at all. I just walked by and I ended up swatching these greens, and they were so gorgeous. I had to have them. So you can see the look that I made with them. These are beautiful blushes, although a bit bright. I really like the cooler one. Just really good formula. Very bright and really catches your eyes, and really nice mattes. So I reach for this whenever I really want those greens. The shimmers are really pretty, as you can see in the video. So definitely, this one's not cheap, but it's really pretty if you're looking for a green palette, which I often am. A little bit cheaper, and I'm seeing that other influencers are starting to talk about this. I picked this up pretty early because I just saw it in store at Ulta. The new Morphe palettes, these guys, They are gorgeous. This is my new go-to neutrals palette, and this is much better. It's called Going Platinum. They're kind of sold out everywhere, so if you can find them, grab them. I think these are more in the $22 range, but just absolutely beautiful if you are looking for cool toned neutrals. It's a lot like a ColourPop palette, only the shiny ones are a little more punchy and the mattes are just really nice and creamy. This black, it has a ton of fallout, so you have to be careful with it, but it is one of the darkest black eyeshadows that I have found. So spray your brush like crazy and before you use this, or just, you know, do your eyes first because this is going to have crazy fallout, but it's going to give you a rich, deep, dark black, which yeah, I'm not used to seeing in an eyeshadow, so those are really good. And these are just all really, really usable everyday colors with this beautiful silver, which is really, really cool. If you want some of these to pop a little bit more, use like a NYX glitter glue. Otherwise, they make a nice, subtle, everyday shimmer. And I really, really love this. I took this on vacation with me just recently because it kind of has everything you need in it. So highly recommend this as well. Now, for what I'm actually wearing on my eyes today, I have all of these. So I am just a huge Moira fan. I really am. Great quality products. I like shimmers. They almost always have shimmers, and I love these ones. These are cream shadows. I like a lot of their stuff. They have these ones, which are, what are they? These are Chroma light shadows, and they're similar, but a different texture. These are a dry shimmer, and this is actually one of my absolute go-tos, but they do have these cream shimmers, which have this just like very jelly sort of, they're very soft and squishy. And look at that. I mean, it's one of those more wet look shimmers, but it's got a little bit more than that. I love these, and they are very economical, and you can see me putting them on. I was able to get most of this whole eye look just using these. I absolutely love how these wear on the eyes, look on the eyes. I like the price. We got blue. I mean, this one, these are the darker colors. If you're thinking you're just going to get this like chrome, like blue, that's not what this kind of formula does. This is more watery. And see how it's almost duochrome. This is more subtle and really pretty. You really got to use your fingers with these. I have tried using brushes, and you'll see it just, the color payoff's not there with the brushes. You need the oils of your fingers to push it into the oils on your eyelids. Really, really pretty. I have it in a bunch of colors. My absolute favorite color that I wear the heck out of is this one. I'm actually not really wearing it today, but what is this one called? I can't see because I am old. I will put it up. I think it says Jupiter. I'm so blind. This one. That duochrome, I love this sort of, Pat McGrath has this color as well. It's this classic sort of teal to brown shift. This is gorgeous. It's a lot like Space Cowboy as well. A lot of times that's all I'll be wearing is just, I'll put that all over the lid, a little bit of mascara, gorgeous. Finally for eyes, I actually saw Ali Glines recommended this, and I absolutely love this. I don't think I would have tried it otherwise. This is the CoverGirl Kelsey B. It's some sort of collab, and this is in color 1. I don't usually do liquid eyeshadows. This one I actually really, really like. It has just the right amount of shimmer. It's really pretty, and you can see what it looks like when I put it on my eyes there. And you know, you can kind of like sheer it out, or you can build it up and let it be super shimmery, like have it on my eyes today. I think this is really, really pretty, and I love that it's from the drugstore, but it's not, a lot of times the drugstore stuff is a little crusty. It's just not as high quality. This is one of my absolute favorite liquid eyeshadow formulas, so definitely go check this one out. Continuing with eyes, I actually used a couple of these different eyeshadow sticks. I'm not a big fan of using eyeshadow sticks for eyeshadow, but I love them as a big chunky wing or the like sort of underpinning of a more precise wing. They give me a base to work from, and so I love having something that's creamy. It's not chunky, it doesn't skip, it's really, really nice. These new Bobbi Brown ones, they're kind of expensive. This is $42 because it's got both sides, and I have used actually the lighter side as an actual eyeshadow. It's really nice. This is just, I have to say, it's a step above. It is really good if you're in the market for it. I do recommend this even at the price. I did just do a reel where I recommend as a dupe the Sephora version of the eyeshadow sticks. Those are also really, really good. They both don't budge, but if you were interested in these, the Bobbi Brown ones, they are really, really good. I do recommend them, and they have a slightly more refined texture, just slightly. So I do still recommend these, even with the Sephora. If you're just like, I'm not spending that kind of money, definitely check out the Sephora eyeshadow stick. They're really close to this. And finally, this is not new. I've actually used this for quite a while, but I kind of dug it back out and I've been using it a lot lately. These are Bargain from Hard Candy. This one's called Cold Brew, and this color, somebody recommended that if you have blue eyes, this color was just gonna make them pop, and yes, absolutely. I love the formula on this. This is one of the few ones that I will actually use in my waterline, as you can see, underneath my eyes, because it does make the blue eyes pop, and I think it's really, really pretty. It is a way, for those of you who asked me about this, to do a smoky eye, sort of, on those of us who are very, very pale, because otherwise smoky eyes can be like, we got punched, we look like raccoons. It's a bit much. If you go with something like this, you still get that sort of smoky effect a little bit, but it's not so overwhelming, and it's actually flattering. So definitely recommend these, especially for the price. Finally, I'm actually doing a collab a little bit with How to Be a Redhead. They have a new product that is coming out on Mother's Day, so we'll get into that, but they sent me over some of their mascaras for redheads. Now, I don't usually use those. I usually use a black mascara, but I was like, hey, let's give it a try. And I love these. These are perfect. You can see I'm using the lightest one underneath here to make that sort of smoky look that I have under there look a little brighter and a little more pigmented, and it really works that way. It's really beautiful. The mid-tone one, you could wear that without anything if you just want to look like your natural redhead self. It's great. And then the darker brown one, I actually was wearing that when I first started putting on my makeup. It is sort of my, like, you know, me but better, because otherwise you can't see my eyelashes. So I actually really like these. Highly recommend you go check these out if you are a redhead and you're interested in getting something that's not black, but is actually going to look good on your skin and with your hair. It's going to look natural, right? These are really good. Okay, for cheeks, I found two things that I absolutely love this month, and I have been wearing the absolute heck out of. I did try the Rare Beauty one, and this is just, it's very pretty, but if you are fair like me, this is so pigmented. It is so, whoa, in your face that I really don't wear this very much. It's a bit too much. And this is the coolest color, which is not super cool on me. So I do think that this is a beautiful formula, and if you are a darker skin tone, I think you would love these, especially if you like glowy, shimmery. It's not glittery, it's like, it's more of a metallic sort of a glow to it. I mean, you can see it like that. These are beautiful. I find even their lightest color, Happy, really hard to wear. So I don't recommend these if you are the lightest of the light, or if you have a lot of texture. I don't not recommend them either. They're a really good product. I just don't think that they're great for me in particular. So anyway, I wanted to give a caveat about that because a lot of people were wondering about those, and yeah, that's what I think about that. But what I did find that I absolutely loved, so this Lancome, I was just I was actually traveling and I went to like the best Ulta I have ever been to, and I walked by and I was just like, how have I never seen that? I don't know if these are new or not, but it's the Lancome blush. And this one is in, I'm blind because I'm old. All right, what is it? This one is in a plum, 373. This is the perfect cool toned sort of mauve. I wear this almost every day now. It is nice because it's buildable. It is not too bright or dark or pigmented, but you can get it there if you just keep piling it on. So being as fair as I am, I absolutely love something that is this color. This is like my absolute favorite color. This is what I was looking for. So I pretty much wear this every day. I highly recommend this. I love this. So if you are looking for that kind of cool blush and you're fair, definitely get this one. This is like my everyday. This is so nice. What I also found, and I had to order this online, is I love a good cream blush. It just depends on what kind of face I'm doing. These Basma cream blushes, I hate this. This is such a pain to get in and out of, and I just like accidentally scraped it with my fingernail. But this super cool light bubblegum pink in a cream blush is just gorgeous on very fair skin. I think you got to be real fair for this, but I am, and if you're like me, I love this. I showed it in another one of my videos and it's just absolutely gorgeous. This is one of my new favorites. I wish they had more colors that I thought that I would like, because the formula on this is also really, really good. It's buildable. It reminds me, it's a little less slippy than the Merit, which is the Merit cream blushes are one of my absolute favorites. I love that formula. It's like watercolor see-through. This has a little more tooth to it. It sticks a little bit more, but it's buildable or sheer outable, and it just looks really, really good on even my textured older skin. So highly, highly recommend these, minus the stupid way that you have to try and get into it. It may keep it from drying out. Maybe that's what they were thinking. All right, let's move on. Also in Cheeks, I almost forgot to talk about this one. This is not new, but I've been eyeing it forever and I finally picked it up. This is the Iconic London one, and it is like somewhere between powder and cream. It's weird. It has its own kind of, it's got a little thicker texture, and you can literally put it on sort of either way. But I love this. It's called Playtime Kissed by the Sun Multi-Use Cheek Glow. And yes, this is, I absolutely love this. It's got that cool purple, but then it has a gold reflect in there. And it is super soft and sort of jammy jelly, not jelly, it's soft. It's really, really soft. It's like those kind that you push in on it. So it's all, it's more cream than it is powder. But that is so pretty. I love that it's already got a little bit of highlighter in it. That's just me. I like that. And this reminds me very much of Valentino in number 3. It's got that same, just a little bit of gold reflect. This one's a little more gold. This one's a little more purple. Either way, they're both very beautiful. This one doesn't cost quite as much as this one, and this is definitely more of a powder. This is leaning more towards cream. Either way, they're both gorgeous, but this was a new to me find, and I have been wearing this a ton as well. I layer it with the other two all the time. Let's get to the huge one, which is lips. I am a sucker for lipstick, lip liners, just all of the above. Like, I have way too many lip products because I love them all. All right, so here's some good ones that I found. I really like these Morphe Soul Matte. Sort of, they have both lipsticks, I'll show you in a second, and they're lip liners. It's just, I love the little ones where you just screw it up. These are great. And this one, I didn't really have sort of a, I mean, it's really this color. It's sort of a nude color, but it's leaning a little more orangey warm. These were great, and you know, sort of rounded out what I didn't have, and I love these. And they're a good deal because they're Morphe. Okay, now also from Morphe, let me find them. These are beautiful. They're very much like the Anastasia Beverly Hills new ones, the like forget what they're, the lip velvets, I think, but they're a lot cheaper. And in general, I think the formula on this is better from what I've heard people complaining about the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones. I mean, they have 6 colors on the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I think there's 10 colors of these. There's a couple of almost cool, like cooler colors. These have a less bright and more muted quality to them, which is exactly what I'm always looking for. I can still wear warm, but it needs to be sort of a muted warm. It can't be that like bright warm. That's obnoxious on me. It just clashes. So these I think are absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. These are expensive, and I don't usually splurge on lipsticks unless I just absolutely have to have them and I love them. Well, finally YSL has some colors that are cool enough for me. These are in the Love Shine ones, and they are so beautiful. They smell like sort of papaya or mango or something like that, and they just feel so good when you put them on. You just want to like, just like slather your whole body in them. They're so, they smell good, they feel good, they look good. I mean, that's where they got me on paying what I did for these. So I've got number 44, which I think is Nude Lavalier, and I've got 203, which is, I can't remember, I will put it up, but both of these, I wear these all the time. I'm gonna run out of these because I wear them like I wear lip oils because they are that kind of moisturizing, and I'm constantly putting them on, and I'm like, you gotta chill, man. Wear some other stuff, otherwise you're gonna have to go rebuy them. Blushed Mallow, that was the other one, I think. At any rate, these are gorgeous. So highly, highly recommend these if you are really wanting to try these. They actually have a couple cool colors for some of us now, and they're definitely worth the splurge. They're gorgeous. Okay, now continuing with lips, I had to wait forever to find these in my store, but new NYX Butter Gloss Bling glosses, I was so excited for these. They are really pretty. Obviously, I got 4 of them. There's more, but this is a lot of them, and I love the colors. The one thing that I will say, they don't remind me very much of the original Butter Gloss. They're very thin, and I would say that they are not very pigmented. You can build them up and then they will become more pigmented. I think that these are super comfortable. They're very, very pretty. I do love sort of some of the duochromes and just the overall colors I actually really, really like. But I think these really shine more as probably a topper for other lipsticks, which is how I'm wearing it today. I am wearing this one with this one in the center, or the more orangey morphy one. So very comfortable, very pretty, but I find that when I'm putting these on, I have to just like keep going, because you don't, it's got like a tiny applicator. It's not like one of those big gooey doe foots. It's very thin. It doesn't have a lot of body. These are kinda, I would say, take it or leave it. They are really pretty, and I actually use them a lot as toppers for other stuff, and I do like that. But are they like standouts on their own? Are they amazing? Not in my opinion. They're okay. So these, I would say, if you're super interested in one of these colors, like these 2 colors are actually pretty cool. The more brown one with a little bit of a pink reflect in it, and it's very cool, and then the pink one with a brown reflect in it, which is a little bit warmer but still pretty cool. These are actually pretty unique colors, and I really like these. These other 2, I mean, they're no Pat McGrath or even an Anastasia Beverly Hills. They're alright. They're alright. But these ones, I mean, these are ultra cheap. I think they're like $6. So if you're feeling like you just want to give them a try, definitely, I don't feel like I wasted my money. Would I go out of my way to go get them? Probably not. They're alright. So there's that. finally, in the lip category, I was just talking about these in my last video. These Milani lip stains are so good. They're so good. I mean, really, really different from the lip stains I've used before. They have this formula that is very emollient. Most lip stains are very drying, and then you're left with a stain. These definitely will stain, but they're very buildable. You can have this light sort of emollient and it stays shiny, not super shiny, but a little bit shiny sort of finish, or you can wipe it off and have a dry stain that is very, very pale if you do it fast enough, or if you build it up, it can be very, very bright and intense. It's very comfortable. It is not drying at all. That's the biggest thing. I can't get over it. It is not drying at all, and it's super comfortable, and it's different than anything else I've ever tried in this kind of formula. So I'm a little like, what is this? I love this. I wish that they had more colors. I got the coolest colors out of the options that I could see. I certainly haven't tried the other ones, but overall what I feel like is that most of the colors are really similar. And I think that there are some limitations formula-wise to lip stains, because you see this with almost all lip stains. There is like a bright pink, a sort of more purple version of that, and then like a bright reddish orange. And you don't see a whole lot of other options besides those. There's not like a very, very light pink stain. I think in order for it to be a stain, they're limited by what pigments they can use, is what I'm guessing. But that said, the mauve color I think is gorgeous. That is definitely my favorite. I do like the berry one as well, but it is definitely more intense, and I'm probably not going to wear it as much. But sometimes I will use it like on the corners to be the darker color, and then I'll use this in the center. I really like these. It's not very often that you have sort of innovative products, and maybe I've missed something like this before, but I've never tried anything like this before, and I'm kind of shocked at how good these are. Milani is pretty good about that. Some of their stuff is a miss, but most Milani products are actually really, really good. Like their lip oils, I have a bunch of them, but my favorite one, Lychee, is, yeah. Well, that's why it wouldn't go on this morning. It's like gone. I put it up to the light and there's none left in here. I'm gonna go get more of this in Lychee in particular. I like these other colors too, but not as much as Lychee. Lychee is something that I can wear like pretty much every day, you know, as my lips but better, and super, super comfortable. Okay, so that was a lot, but you guys requested it, so there you go. That's all of the really good products that I found this month. I have certainly tried some duds this month too, but we won't talk about those because we're not going to go get those. So these are all the good ones. Let me know if you have any questions about them. Also let me know if you found some really good ones this month that I may have missed, that you recommend, that you think that I would like, because I like makeup just like you guys like makeup, and I can't try it all, so I really appreciate when you guys give me suggestions as well. I am waiting for the new Natasha Denona powder foundation to show up in the mail today. I swear I'm just like sitting there at the window today. It's not here yet, but it will be soon. So I will have a review of that coming up pretty soon. Very excited to try that. It's supposed to be, I think, a more hydrating powder foundation, which I am all about right now because I do love a powder foundation, but I can't have it be cakey and dry. And if anybody knows how to do something hydrating and beautiful and skin-like, it is Natasha Denona, so I am excited. Okay, so I will be giving that a try. I will let you guys know what I think of that. And in the meantime, I hope you are having a wonderful day. I appreciate you guys being here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I sure would appreciate it if you give me a like and subscribe, as it really helps my channel to grow. That's it, and I will see you guys in the next video.